Hey, what's up? We got some new Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave news. This is a new character from Theodora's route. Let's check out this tweet. So this guy's called Tobias. He's a man with great pride in his strength and formidability, known as the Brave General. He refers to Queen Theodora as a princess or as a young lady. Serving from the era of the previous king, just as Bonaparte did, he's racked up countless feats on the battlefield. He's a bit dull though, so he has trouble remembering people's names. His likes are alcohol, battle, song, and socializing. So if you remember Bonaparte's bio, he was called the Wise General, and this guy Tobias is called the Brave General, or at least that's what I'm calling him. The first word go in Gosho, the one on the right, just means to be strong or to be brave when it's on its own. In Gosho, it usually means like strong general. But strong general kind of seemed a little superfluous to me, because like, yeah, of course a general's supposed to be strong, you know what I mean? Like, but if you see it anywhere else described as like strong general or something like that, just know that's why. But this begs the question, how many generals are there? I'm willing to bet that there's going to be a few generals in the game with a, an epithet, special title that are on the opposite side to Theodora, and you have to fight against them in the struggle for power in Saramis. During Bonaparte's conversation with Diane a week or so ago, it became very clear that there is going to be a succession struggle between Theodora and Diane and maybe a few other people. We don't know. That'll probably be the early part of her campaign, in my opinion. I'm really excited to learn more about that, but we'll just have to wait and see. So let's check out the dialogue clip. This one is with a unit called Lysander. We've actually seen him a lot before, but we just haven't heard his name before now, but now we know it's Lysander. So the text of the tweet reads, a scene with a young soldier from Saramis called Lysander. What exactly does the straightforward young man think about his wild superior, Tobias? Alright, let's check it out.
Lada! Genki nai no? Hara demo kowashita ka?
LYSANDER です。体も至って健康でございます。ただ荷物持ちの手伝いと聞き、物資の搬入かと思っていたのですが、まさか荷物というのが個人用に購入されたブドウ酒の樽だったとは。
おう、羨ましいだろう。じゃあ運ぶぞ。はあ、助かったぞ。お前も少し持っていけ。褒美だ。
いえ、ご遠慮させていただきます。私はブドウ酒をたしなみませんので。
それないの。ま、安物だからな。高いもんの方がうまいが、それだとあんまり飲めんからの。今日のところはこれで我慢よ。浴びるように飲めるぞ。
トビアス殿は本当に飲むのがお好きな方だ。だが、いささか度を超えてはいまいか。ブドウ酒や蜂蜜酒などの嗜好品を除き、他に金をつぎ込んでいる様子もない。つかぬことを伺いますが、この量を幾日で開けるのですか？
わからんな。気分が良ければ一晩で開くぞ。
一晩？それではいくらあっても足りないのでは？
ブドウ酒の池なんかがあったらいいんだけどな。まあいいや。じゃあな。
Alright, let's not get it twisted. This is the most C support I've ever seen in my entire life. So much to my chagrin, I can't, analyze that much lore drops or information, but what I did get was a fairly entertaining C support. Lysander's kind of playing the straight man in their duo, just checking his insatiability. I suppose the little amount of, guessing I can do is trying to guess where this support is taking place. I'm kind of unsure if this is in Dagshin or if it's in Saramis. I saw the trees in the background and I thought there might be a connection to a previous map we've seen, but to be honest, I looked and the trees that I thought we're making the connection are just palm trees, and that is not a fucking palm tree. That's like acacia or some shit. Alert, just kidding, I found it. I think it is Saramis. Also, take a look at this great huge wall and this giant mountain in the background of whatever town we're in. Probably Saramis. Wouldn't it be cool to have like that one Fates chapter on this, John? That'd be sick. So yeah, let's move on to the combat video because I truly have nothing else to say on the dialogue. So the tweet reads, during battle, by using his well-tempered strength and impenetrable defense, he can charge right into enemies and crush them. Let's check it out.
Get down! 見とれよ。お嬢のためなら。若い連中に負けられんわ。
Okay, this battle cave's kind of crazy. What the hell? So he's an armor knight like Esmeralda, except his specialty seems to be axes rather than spears. And they're on this boat in this like pounding rain. It looks sick. I bet this set piece is used in one of Dietrich's early scenes. And he attacks this enemy called a vouivre, which is actually the origin of the word wyvern in Old French. It's synonymous with the term guivre, which refers to the same thing. On Wikipedia, there's more than a couple descriptions of what the monster is like from different times in history, how it's been described. You know, some of them can talk on there. You know, some of them are more or less like stand-ins for like demonic creatures. And then some of them is literally just like a wyvern, like what we would imagine as a wyvern. So I'd say this mischievous looking creature is quite accurate to the lore of real life, I guess. Anyway, so he annihilates this vouivre and collects its meat, which you can presumably use to raise stats temporarily or increase your bonds with your other units, like in 3 houses. So yeah, this clip is actually really sick. I think that this like map just looks awesome. It's really foreboding. And this like creature, just he looks so funny to me. I love how he looks. So I really like what they showed off here tonight, and I think that'll be it for me today. I'll see you next time.